Hello, thanks for joining me today. Today we'll be working on drakon-renderer again. As you see, I made a little bit of progress off camera since the last session. Now I can render the third column of dependency plane positioned icons, or dependency plane icons, turning them into positioned icons. I think we're nearly ready to start applying my new algorithm recursively. But before that happens, I have a small adjustment to make. Namely, I need to check the order in which the dependency plane is provided into the ABC prime function. And the ABC prime function, if you don't remember, and I wouldn't blame you if you don't, given the name, it turns a dependency plane into a list of positioned icons. So the diagram we're going for is something like this. Now, let me just show you where the issue is. See, if I don't reverse the dependency plane, we end up with an incorrect column rendered here because the algorithm that positions dependency plane icons takes icons from the left to right, and if we don't reverse, what happens to be positioned on the left is the one last column here. See, the dependency plane, when the third column starts rendering, looks like this: hello world icon 4, hello world address, and then finally hello world icon B, which is this thing. If I start positioning icons from the left to right or from top to bottom, the algorithm picks up this column, which is incorrect. It should be picking up this column. So all we have to do is to figure out why we need to reverse it and reverse this dependency plane before it hits this function. At this stage, what we know is that new dependency plane 1 is delivered to this function in the incorrect order, or ordered incorrectly. So what I would like to see is how dependency plane 1 looks like when it's first prepared. And I want to see new dependency plane 2 that results from new dependency plane 1 being reduced by the positioned icons from column 2. Let's run this. So what I'm expecting to see, where's this one? What I'm expecting to see is new dependency plane containing icons in the same or different orders. Let's think. I'm not looking at this yet, not to suggest any answers. I'm looking at this code. Reduce dependency planes. So we're expecting them to be ordered the same way, but I believe this one would be reversed compared to these two. Let's see. So again, I'm expecting them to be sorted in the same way. I think we can remove this for now. So what do we have? First is A1, then A. Oh, this one actually has two positioned icons. So let's go back to here. So here we get Hello World icon A, which is this. Oh no, sorry. We get Hello World icon A, which is this. Then we get Hello World icon A again. And also B, which is here. We can't see it. But let's compare with the original chart. Yeah, this is B. Yep. And finally, at the very top, we have Hello World icon 6, but there should be more. There should be also 4 and this Hello World new address. If it isn't here, I will be worried. There's something. Hello World address, because they're on the same level. This is great. And finally, we expect icon number 4. Perfect. Which is this. So what looking at this, we know that dependency plane arrives to us in such an order that the ABC prime function can pick out icons in the correct order. Now, let's look at dependency plane 2, which helps us formulate the icons for column 3. What I believed is that this function gets its icons positioned in the same order as dependency 1. But I know it's not the case, because if it did, we would be getting hello world icon 4 and hello world address as the two two last icons, and the first would be icon B, which we can't see. But I believe what's happening is what I thought would happen is that the ordering of dependency plane 2 would be the same as dependency plane 1, but now I know it cannot be the same, like top to bottom, because if it was, we would be rendering icon B to begin with, just like here. A1, which is the bottom icon, is represented at the top of the dependency plane. So let's quickly check. This is the first time I'm reading this. Just very careful not to take a peek. So A1 is at the bottom, which is weird. Oh, I still pasted it from my clipboard because I cannot learn. That's Control-Shift insert and not Control-C. Or maybe it's not Control-Shift insert. Let's see. Control-Shift-C. Yes, of course. So 4 goes first, and we already know that this is wrong, right? This is why we see these rendered. Now, what I think we should simply do is to reverse the dependency plane 1. If we reverse it, then we should be getting icon B somewhere here as a child of this question. You can see the question is missing a no path. Let's see. Yes. Hello world icon B. And finally, in the last sweep, I should be able to render the last column. But before I do that, let's check this dependency plane. Let's see how this is being positioned. ABC goes from top to bottom. But really, what should happen is for this first operation, it should be reversed. But if we do reverse it, it will arrive at the incorrect order. Let's see how this function reduce works. reduce dependency plane. I'm feeling very tempted to simply do this and have a primed version of this function, which see, it wouldn't work either. No, it just needs to be reversed. Reduce dependency plane. You know what? I think it's fine. Let's just reverse it. The first dependency plane produced is produced in an automatically reversed way, which works very good for this function. That's fine. So we have a third column. So now we're executing my new algorithm in very step-by-step, hard-coded fashion. And I'm just getting ready to come up with a way to execute it recursively. And I would like to place that recursive execution of positioning and reducing the dependency plane in the layout engine. But you know what? That will come. Now, let's formulate. So basically, we have two operations here. New dependency plane. We have positioning. Yeah, so in each iteration or each execution of the function that's going to be the ultimate outcome of the new algorithm is each iteration will produce a new dependency plane, 1, and 2, it will position icons. So here, in the next iteration, we simply have to repeat the same thing. New dependency plane 3. To reverse dependency plane 2. I don't think we need to print this. Or this, or this. New dependency plane 3 is going to be used in the last time we position icons. That's 3. Ideally, the main function should know nothing about these space between icons and icon width. And this is called fourth column. So now we just need to use this, render all connections, render all icons. Right, so now what we should see is a fully rendered diagram with all icons and all connections done correctly. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1. All right, what are we getting here? So this is not correct. We know that the connections should be done. Oh, I basically have a hello world icon be rendered twice. So we know this is not correct. Why is that? Fourth icon. Is it as simple as this? Nope. Oh, this is incorrect. So these are the columns of positioned icons. So we need to provide them to the reduced dependency plane in order to remove positioned icons from the dependency plane. Okay. Right. Let's render it one last time. And let's see. Yes, and it is looking correct. I think. Don't say if I don't want this. So let's just quickly compare. This to this. So for those of you who remember, the right-hand side is the algorithm that I deemed incorrect because it left a huge gap here. And on the left, I think what we have is a slightly more correct version that renders something that at first glance looks more correct. Let's try to compare it. Oh, that's better. Let's check the order, title, headline, 2, 3, 5 prime, 5, 5A, and 6AA, B, 4, hello world address. All right, I think we have proved, or we have proven that the new algorithm of positioning icons does work. The only thing we need to do now is to call it recursively, or in a loop, clean up the code, and maybe, in like a long-term perspective, also remove the dependency on the directed graph library, which would be fantastic. The fewer dependency, the better, I think. Right, a short session today. I'm glad we got it working, and thanks very much. See you during the next one.